special. Give me a second. I was thinking about this special. By the way, I never did look up what I was talking about the other day. I might do that later. Completely forgot. I have too many things worrying about right now. Trying to set up this. There we go. Okay, so a couple things. I think I might only do like 2 or 3 more things. Like once I get to a certain point, I think I'm gonna just call it a day, and I'll tell you why. I did go ahead and level up twice, so that should be more than enough now. So this is where I was the last time. I was like level 17 the last time, but that's with armor. So it seems like 1 level was enough to make up for it, more or less. So that kind of confirms what I was saying. So like level 20 would be necessary for this area. But I'm also trying to be like as low level as possible at the same time. So yeah. I would argue level 20 for this area. So level 20, level 25 for the next area, level 30 for the bottom area, level 40 for the top. And so yeah, and like I said, I've thought about this a lot. Believe me, I thought about it a lot. So like maybe level 35. If you leveled up all the way to 35, then I think you might be good. By the time you get north, you'll probably be level 40. That's my guess. And basically, that way you can play the game without. Basically, it's so you can play the game. The only reason you're doing that is so you can play the game without farming. Because in Final Fantasy VII, you can do that without farming, more or less. There's like a couple areas that you might need to farm, but for the most part, you really don't need to do that. So I don't know. I would like to play this game like legit again, just because. But like, I'm just trying to figure out like even if you were to play it completely and totally legit. Because like I said, I've played this game more than enough times. I can tell you that the beginning part is really freaking hard. If you don't level up a little bit, you're gonna and no matter how many times I played this game, I always seem to like fail around this area. And I always have to level up in this area anyway. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how many times I played this game, played it correctly, got items, whatever, magic. I think I always forget to get protect, but even then, the only thing I can think of is like you have to use your limit breaks in order to defeat the guy, but I really like that. I really don't like doing that for some reason. Call me weird, but I don't know. There's something kind of weird about it. It seems cheesy. If you think Dusty is cheesy, these limit breaks really feel cheesy. They're not the same like the limit breaks in Final Fantasy VII, where you just use a really powerful attack and that's it. A free, really powerful attack that does a bunch of damage that doesn't cost any MP, and it gives you priority. That's a limit break, but all these other limit breaks, I would even argue that Kingdom Hearts has a pretty decent limit breaks. I'm just not a fan of them. I'm too much of a button master to really appreciate them. Like all that, and I'm still dying over here. I feel like every boss should be a guaranteed level. And no matter what level you are, it's a guaranteed level. Like every boss. You beat a boss, boom, guaranteed level. Doesn't matter what level you are, you get a guaranteed level. Yeah. And you saw how hard that was. Geez. There. Trying to level up with this one group. And especially if I was really playing the way you're supposed to play, I would be like leveling up everybody or something. I did that the very first time I ever played Final Fantasy VII, and I'm never going to be doing that ever again. Because once I realized that you gain all the levels, like you gain all the levels at the end of the game, like oh, I figured that out real quick actually. I think I'm gonna, as much as I hate this, like going all the way to Arcadia. I guess Arcadia is fine. I think I would go. I think I would go to Gilgavegan and call it good. Because after Gilgavegan, it doesn't really get any harder. And I don't feel like beating the game. Because beating the game is not that hard. Well, actually, doing it this way might be, but we'll see. I've pretty much already proven my point at this point. Like, it's basically impossible to do. I was hard even if I was playing this correctly, for crying out loud. I'll do something real quick. Uh, and oh, I don't want. I can't do that anyway. But I can do this since I have full health and whatnot. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But I actually took the liberty of leveling up myself. Basically, I just grinded. As you can see, it's like 11 hours now. That took me a while, and all I did was beat up soldiers for a couple hours, and I think I left my game running at some point. I have a bad habit of doing that. Yeah, I'm gonna trigger this cutscene real quick. Cutscene. Another cutscene you can't skip. I end up doing that a lot in this game. So I'm going to try to level up as much as possible here, but I don't think I'll level up very much. I think I've leveled up as far as like level 22 or level 24 in this area. Sounds about right. Level 24, level 25 maybe. I don't think I've ever gone out higher than that. And then like level 30 for the next area, level 40 for, and level 40 for the Arcadia. Although level 45 might be more appropriate, it's hard to say. I would say level 40, level 45. Level 50 for Gilgamegan, level 55. Level 60 for level 55, level 60 for what the hell are they called? The Pharaohs. And then level 65 for the end of the game. And I just beat the end of the game not that very long ago, so I can tell you it was level 65. I believe you might be able to do it at level 60, but doing it any earlier than that would probably be really hard. I don't really see doing it before level 60. Like 55 at the earliest, maybe. Any earlier than 55, I'm like, I don't see it. Like level 50. I don't know. Well, to do it at level 50, you have to use like your limit breaks or something. Ah. And I wish I could do this faster. As much as I love this game, it gets really boring sometimes. Next time I play this game, I'm gonna try to go out of my way to get the the Zodiac Age. Maybe I'll figure out a way I can play it on stream or something. I need a better computer before I do that though. Only thing I'm gonna miss is I'm gonna miss having a controller. Can you set it up so you can use a controller instead? I have to look up a couple things. 'Cause I don't mind playing on my computer, but I just love using a controller. Depends on the game. If I'm playing Neverwinter, I can. If I'm playing Neverwinter, I can use a computer. If I'm playing League of Legends, I can use a computer. If I'm using StarCraft, I can use a computer. If I'm playing this game, I'm gonna want to use the PlayStation. Like if I'm playing a game that's already been on the computer, then I'm good. But like I don't know. Like maybe I would have to like look at the controls. I guess is it still like um, QWER? I guess. Hey, Bossler joined us. I could use you. Thanks, boss. And he's a pain in the butt to fight. As a matter of fact, before I fight him, I might try to do something. But I don't think I'm gonna level up enough for. Oh yeah, he's level 22. Like I say, yeah, level 22 seems about right. Like 22, 24. And this is pretty much how it goes almost every single time I play this. So seems about right to me. There. Ironically, Vossler can help us level up a little bit. You know, call me crazy, but I actually like having 4 people in my party. Because even as slow as this game is, it feels a little bit faster with 4 people. Until you get to end game where you're so OP, it doesn't really matter anymore. As a matter of fact, it's something I can do while still have Vossler. I thought of something. I'm gonna try to abuse him a little bit. I'm definitely a little under level still, so. You know what I mean by first aid not being enough? Not even close. Oh. Trying to recall. I gotta go that way, I think. Oh, even with Vossler, I'm kind of dying over here. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and say it's okay to use potions because, like, sorry, not sorry. Still gonna run out of them faster than you can imagine. This makes it a little bit easier. Guys, I'm already making this really hard, as you can see. That's why I don't understand that challenge. Like, this is ridiculously hard. This game is already pretty hard as is, actually. You don't really have a really, you don't really need a reason to make it any harder. Especially if you're like insisting not to level up. If you're somehow insisting that you don't need to level up, you're crazy. By the way, at some point my attacks would be too weak. I don't remember when that happens. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. Oh wait, I think I messed up with. Yeah. See, like, I'm already out of potions. So it really didn't matter that much, just because I'm not allowed to buy any. It like mildly helps. I would argue that it's barely helping. I don't have a Phoenix down. This is one of the few games I'm not sure if I would call it fun or not. I love Final Fantasy VII, but this game is it's a great game, graphics wise, story wise, but it's not a lot of fun. That's why I like the Gemini, the Zodiac Age a little bit more. The Zodiac Age feels a little bit more original. Like each character has like their own powers. I like that much better than hey, everybody can do anything they want. I mean, anybody can still do anything they want, but they're like locked into certain abilities, which makes it seem more interesting instead of just being able to do uh, anything at all. Technically, I didn't buy anything. She already knows how to cure people, but that's I feel like cure is cheating. I feel like first aid is fair game, but cure is not. Like seriously, look at me. I'm walking around with like no health. That's kind of the whole point. Here we go. Um, and per the rules, I am allowed to use this. Now, before I move on, I'm gonna do two things. But did I really mess up? Oh no, I know. Oh yes, I think I did. Oh and no, here we go. That's the game I'm playing now, right now. Need to reorder these. Okay, so before I move on, let me do that. I'm doing that for a very specific reason. I'm trying to level up these guys specifically and not the other three. As much as possible. If I need the other three, I'll use the other three, but I'll try not to. Oh man, this is gonna be annoying. I kind of forgot about that. I'll be falling asleep and all kinds of stuff. I think this would be hard at level 25, and I'm not kidding. A little bit easier than the last area was. The last area was hard as crap. What did I just get? I was just thinking about this, but there is no drops in this game. And any drops you can find, you have to farm the crap at. Like you have to farm like nobody's business. You know, I'm actually surprised I'm still even getting potions at this point. How pointless. Even stuff like that makes this game like absolutely terrible. Even the loot is terrible. I mean, come on. I've played a lot of games, and this game seemed very, I don't know. I have to say that Kingdom Hearts kind of feels like a little bit, I don't know either. First of all, you get a lot of Keyblades, but other than like how they look really don't do anything like at all. And they yes they all have like effects and whatnot, but like each keyblade is like more or less the same as the other last one. Like Kyrie's Oathkeeper is really good, but by the time you get Oblivion, it's like okay, like why did I even get the Oathkeeper? I almost feel like you should be able to like equip them together or something, like build upon it or something. Like each keyblade you get makes the next keyblade better or something. I don't know. Or like certain keyblades make the next keyblade better. Like you can put Kyrie's keyblade and Riku's keyblade together and make them even better or something. I don't know. Just thinking outside the box. Like they always have like this weird like trying to find a better weapon. But I kind of like the idea of like keeping with one weapon and just improving upon it. Kind of like how Advent Children was doing, where like Cloud technically has one sword, but he can separate it into a million swords. I love how they did that. It also always drove me crazy in Neverwinter as well. Like every time I like finish like a really cool set of artifacts, there would be an even better one, and like the old artifact set wouldn't even be like remotely good, and it used to be the good one, and it's like halfway decent. Yeah, but like really, you just want the new one. They do that in a lot of these like gotcha games. All right, know where I was going. And if I didn't have Vossler, I'd be completely useless here. I said, I'm gonna try to abuse him real quick. At least boss seemed to be handling his own. By the way, this is how I feel like it would actually be. Seriously, like Bossler and Boss would be like carrying everybody else, and like maybe Ash would be useful, and everybody else would be completely pointless. Maybe Fran. Van would definitely be useless, other than being like a support or something. But now it'd be completely useless. Oddly, I feel like I never used her. Like I even level her up. I don't know. For some reason, I just kind of forget about her. I remember everybody else, but I just kind of forget about her. She's very forgettable. Even though she's like Van's boyfriend and she's Van's girlfriend and all that. But I don't know. I just kind of forget about her. Man, I'm just barely making it, guys. Look at this. And I did all that leveling. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You don't believe me. I'm even breaking like pretty much every single rule I made. I'm using potions. When in doubt, guys, try not to walk in the middle of a way if you're playing this game. Did that heal me? Yes, it did. You know what? I don't have any flying crap. And I don't think. I forgot about this. What to do? What to do? How do I beat this guy? I would have to basically count on Bossler to do it. I don't know what to do at this point. I'm kind of stuck. What to do? What to do? I gained a whole bunch of license points. Maybe I can help. Maybe that can help. Doubt it. That could kind of help. I feel like they should have had more of these. I don't think there's enough augments to really offset this. At best, it gives me like an additional level, more or less. Swiftness could be useful. And I'm like half dead because of what I just did. See, look how low Vossler is, so that kind of gives me an advantage a little bit. But I can't save it again. I can't really fight this guy. Only Vossler can. Ugh, that's annoying. I can't see, and I can't talk to those guys. Not really much I can do right now. And proceeding any further will lock the game anyway, so I'm gonna think about what I want to do. I think I'm gonna go on ahead. Okay. Does that make any difference at all? I wish when I did that, it would like actually kill me or something. There you go. But they get first they got me all the way to 400. That's actually pretty impressive. I don't think I realized that before. It's like a percentage of my health or something. It's actually a lot better than I thought it was. I don't remember that. That's weird. I thought it was always like a small amount or something. I just healed myself like half health more or less because Vossler's at 800. Only because of how I did this. But still, I honestly did not know that. I'm finding out new things. Okay, and maybe that makes first aid kind of OP actually. Whatever, I already said I wasn't allowed to use it. I'm not going to take it back now. Alright, so before I move on, because I'm pretty sure that bird will kill the crap out of me, I think I'm gonna do a couple missions. That's what I'm gonna do. And I am allowed to use teleport stones. I'm just not allowed to buy them. So I'm gonna have to strategically think about this. Definitely a little under level right now. So yeah, I was right when I said level 20 then. Oh well. I was just questioning it. I probably should have two people with first aid. Uh, I'll make it so only one person in the group can have first aid. That would be fair. That's one way I could balance that out a little bit. Oh, is that what I was talking about? I think that's what I was talking about. Like how useful. I think that's what I was talking about. How useful would most jobs be in apocalypse? But why was I talking about that? Still can't remember. I have to look that up. And once you get to a certain point, these augments don't really help you anyway. They're barely worth mentioning. I would say they're pretty useful early game, and that's about it. Although it's also impossible to get them because you only get. I feel like certain monsters should give you more license points. But getting one license points per monster is kind of dumb. As a matter of fact, getting experience in this game is really hard. But license points could be even harder. Only only early game. At least give me some weapons or something. Jeez. At least it's giving me Blasler. If it didn't give me Blasler, I think this would be impossible completely. Final Fantasy gives you all kinds of weapons along the way. Like I said, this would probably be easy in Final Fantasy 7. There's a healed like 300 HP. That's pretty OP actually. I'm gonna lie. Oh well. Okay, so we're gonna go back to Webmaster and clean up a couple things. After that, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I have to figure out something. I just have 4. I could walk back here if I wanted, but I really need to. I have 4 right. I have 4 as of now, so I have plenty of teleport stairs. Plus, I can find more. I don't really have enough to fight those guys yet. So yeah, before I do anything, get boss up. We're gonna use, take advantage of him a little bit. And interesting fact you guys may have not known. So he can't level up, but he also takes experience from me. So the experience is divided by how many people you have in the party. So he technically counts as a person in the party, so your experience gets lowered. So when you have a guest, you actually level up a little bit slower. I don't know if you guys knew that, but there you go. Definitely doing this different than I've ever done it before. I usually do this at the end of the game. I have a feeling that maybe you are supposed to do this when they pop up, but I feel like the majority of these you wouldn't be able to do. This is my best guess at when you would be able to do this, by the way, when you have Vossler. Like maybe when you come back here, when you have to go to the south, you would be able to do a lot of this stuff, but I don't know. Kind of weird. To be honest, I still prefer doing it at the end of the game because then you get double experience and double license points for doing it. By the way, I can't get double license points, but I can get double experience. I don't know if there's a way to get double license points. If there is, like I said, I don't know it. I can get double experience. By the time I go up to Arcadia, I'm definitely gonna go out of my way to get that. Because if I'm gonna play this game the way I need to play this game, then I definitely need to level up a little bit more. Wish I could teleport into the basement. You can find a Zodiac Spear, but that's not something I really want to do. There's like a 1% chance of finding it, and it's really freaking stupid. So no thanks. I think there's a couple other things you can find as well. By the way, we're pretending I do not have the flame staff. But we're pretending that I leveled up the correct way. Because all I really did was save time. And even with all that said and done, it's still really not all that easy. I'm not sure if you gain experience by doing this or not, to be honest. I don't know if I ever looked that up. But the license points are useful. I feel like you should get experience by beating them. I feel like you would. It would make sense. Well, actually, it wouldn't make sense if you didn't. So, get rid of Doom. Do not feel like being doomed right now. As a matter of fact, there's a way I could figure that out. I'll do that at the next hunt, actually. Decisive to say, you actually get items by fighting these, by helping these people. Actually, let's realize that. I almost forgot about that. I'm not a big fan of the mist, but I feel like you're perfectly able. You should be perfectly capable of using the summons though. Number one, they really penalize you by getting rid of your entire party. And number two, they're really not as great as they may seem. They are and they're not. So, alright, so we're gonna do that. Gotta go down here. I'm not sure if I can even fight this. It's pretty hard. Before I do this fight, I'm gonna save it because I don't feel like dying. And losing all my progress. I can't imagine trying to play this game without using any save crystals at all. Could you imagine? Even like I'm allowed to do anything I want, but I'm not allowed to use a save crystal. Oh my goodness! You mess up one time, and it's pretty easy to mess up in this game. You have no clue. You have any idea how hard that would be? Oh my goodness! 1 second, guys. Wait. I'm going the wrong way. I need to go, wait. Where do I need to go? I need to go that way. Actually, I need to go that way too. He's kind of an easy hunt. I might ignore him. While I'm here, I'm gonna try something real quick. Just out of curiosity. I will bravely run away if it doesn't work. Actually, let me do that first. As a matter of fact, I like doing this right now because I don't have to worry about the range. So it's a very good idea to do this now. As a matter of fact. I'm gonna save it so I don't have to do all that all over again. I don't I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure what's gonna happen. This is a surprisingly hard fight. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. Mind me. Oh. Why don't I try that too? Well, why not? Since I'm already down here. Don't mind me, I don't know where I'm going. I'm only half paying attention. I'm trying to do something else right now too. See, I'm telling you, when it comes to this game, I get like, I start falling asleep, man. I have to do something else. Don't get me wrong, I like the game. But there's something about it. It's very droll. I'm not sure if I can handle these guys. Go see. Apparently I can. Only with boss mode though. There. Should be a horse around here somewhere. Oh, that was interesting. I was hoping to get a katana. That would have been really lucky. Oh well. I will say this: these really weak monsters are a good way to get license points. Like if you want to farm just license points without farming experience, this is a good way to do it. Because I don't care how many of these monsters you kill, you're never gonna level up. So if you just want to farm license points, then that's actually a fair way to farm without farming, if you understand what I mean. Decent way to get money too. I'm not really sure why you would do that, but if you wanted to do that, then that's a good way to do it. You can actually do more of the sunstone challenge if you want, but that's something I really like doing. There's not a real point to it either. Unless wish there was a way to trade for weapons without buying it, but there's not. The only way for me to do that would be to do the hunts. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, that is the best way for me to do this. I pretty much have to, actually. Does anybody have a bell? Holy crap, I leveled up. You will periodically level up when you're at this level. But it will take forever. Okay, I think I beat everything in this area. I don't know if I want to go out of my way to try to find this weapon or not. I would have to literally grind for it. I'm gonna try not to do that, but these hunts are fair game, I think. Yeah, I think the hunts are a perfectly fair game. It's just like literally the only way for me to move forward in this game. Like, I don't know why, but this fight is like surprisingly hard. See what I mean by being surprisingly hard? Do you have any good items? You guys like a level 2 fight. Yeah. Whew, you're a tough one. And he killed like my whole party, but I did it. And I couldn't have done it without Vossler. I believe that's the first time I've ever been able to do that. She even give me anything that's useful? Not really. Okay, so who's next? So we got the cactus, he's really easy, and then the tortoise. Oh, can I do the tortoise? I feel like the tortoise is really hard. Let's see. Let's see if we can get lucky. I don't. I'm not gonna try to like farm this, but I'm gonna see if I can get lucky. If I can get lucky, then great. I kind of hate this game a little bit. Because hypothetically speaking, if I fought a monster with a weapon, I would be able to take the weapon. Let's just say you have a 50-50 chance of getting it. You either broke the weapon or you can't use it or something. At the very least, you should be able to get a lot more loot. Because a lot of these monsters have weapons. They literally have weapons and gear. Don't get me started on the skeletons. I see. I want to be able to use that sword. Boss can use it. Might be a little bit too big for him, actually. Break it in half. Let's see if I can just. I just want to see if I can get lucky. Oh, these guys are actually easier than the cockatrice was. It's better for me to focus on one of them. If I can get lucky and get the katana, it'd be really helpful. Nope. Oh wow. I don't feel like farming that into it drops. I feel like there's something else over here I can get. Let's get a Bajarba. I feel like that might be useful. At the very least, I leveled it up a little bit, and I got a little bit more license points. Maybe those license points would be able to help me. And I do have some gear. So I'll try to save that for my gear. Yeah, I have been able to find some gear, so I'm gonna equip my gear. I feel like this is gonna be a little bit too hard. We'll see. If it is, then I'll just go back to Tomb of Wraithwell. As a matter of fact, maybe this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Now that I'm thinking about it. But see, even if that's the case, there's no hunts early game. There are no early game hunts. So there's still something missing. They just made a huge mistake in the beginning of this game. That's all I can say. You start out at level 1, you really have nothing to level you up at all. And the very next area is really hard. So unless you're running around killing wolves, which you really shouldn't be doing. The only thing I can think of for sure is let's pretend you don't know how to play the game at all. You might want to buy one of the maps, so you would farm long enough to buy everything that you need. This is basically how I started playing this game. So by the time you can do that, you're like level 6 or level 7, which is why I know level 7 is roughly the starting point. That's why I know that, by the way. So yeah, if you get literally everything that you need, like all the maps, everything, before you leave, you're roughly level 7, level 8. Which would be hypothetically what you would need to do in order to play the game, because we're pretending that we don't know where we're going. Because I know where I'm going, so I don't need the maps. If you actually need the maps, let me tell you, the very first time I played the game, I was lost. So I remember being lost. So I didn't know where I was going or what I needed to do. I wanted to buy the map, so I farmed until I was able to buy a map. That's literally what I did. I just farmed until I was able to buy everything. But it's so boring. That's just such a boring concept. I have to get a Bajarba. I'm gonna save it right here for a very specific reason, so I don't end up wasting a teleport pistol. Small secret strategy, guys. You don't want to waste teleport crystals. Save it before you use it. Also, it saves me a little bit of time. I discovered everything out of order. Oh well. I kind of like unlocking it in a very specific way. I wish you could just rearrange it or something. Oh yeah, why did I go that way? Oh no! No! How do I... Crap. Did I mess up? I messed up. Oh snit. Oh no. Say it's not so. No, no, no. Oh no. I totally fucked up. I fucked up, guys. Oh no. I can't go to Bazurba. How do I get to Bazurba? Oh crap. I think I messed up. I messed up. I totally fucked up. Shit. I can't get to Bazurba. Do we ever get back to Bazurba? No, we never go back to Vizerba. I go back to Vizerba on my own terms, not on the game's terms. Does it technically count as buying something if I have to buy an airplane ticket? Or should I wait? Or should I wait for the Stroud? Oh, it's stupid. I have the Stroud, right? I already have the Stroud right now, but I can't use it. So dumb. Like, what's the point of me having the Stroud if I can't use it? Does that count as buying something? Uh, no. I fucked up. I totally fucked up. If I can't use the Stroud, I don't think I can use the Stroud. Damn it. Well, that sucks. I totally fucked up. I don't think I can use the Stroud. Can I use the Stroud? Please let me use the Stroud. No, there's no dose in here. No, that is not so. I want to use the Stroud. Where's the Stroud? No, it's not fair. Oh, wait. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Technically costs money, doesn't it? Yes, it does. No, it's not fair. I'm not allowed to buy anything. I fucked up. I literally can't get back there. There's no way to get back there. Oh no. Crap. Holy crap on a stick, Batman. I completely forgot about that. Oh no. No. Oh well. Oh well. I fucked up. What can you say? Well, I guess I guess I'll see if there's any more hunts I can do. Sometimes you can unlock more. I don't think I'll be able to. I think anything. If I do unlock anything, it's gonna be way too advanced for me. I was barely hunting the ones I was just fighting. Oh, wait, did I talk to everybody? I think I did. That's the one thing I hate about this game. You have to talk to everybody twice. It's annoying. I feel like you should just be able to go to like the board. There'd be like a message. It's like here's your reward or something. That's what I would do. maybe like the first two, just to give you the idea, and then after that, it's just here. Oh, I can do that one here. He's like really hard anyway. I don't know if I'm ready for him. Plus, he's flying. I don't have any way to deal with flying creatures. I was trying to find if I can see if I can find a bow and arrow or something. Oh boy. Oh no. Say it's not so. Say it's not so. Why don't you know that I fucked up? Oh, yeah. Summertime and the living is easy. Fish are jumping and the cotton is high. Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Daddy's gonna buy you everything you deserve. Us, little darling, don't you cry. 'Cause your mama's good looking and your father is strong. Us, little baby, don't you cry. Oh, don't you cry, because oh, I only kind of remember, I only kind of half remember that song. I like that song though. Learned that song a long time ago. Um, Fish chicken nuggets. That's all I gotta say, guys. It's chicken nuggets. Excuse me, I don't know. Well, crap. I don't think I have a short bow. Hmm. Short bow might actually be very useful. I think that works. He already has a gun, so he's fine. And the big gun for now. Put up a couple of things so I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, it's all stuff I found. That's perfectly fine to do that. Uh, I actually don't have another bow, so whatever. It's fine. I didn't even think about looking at my gear. I forgot that you do periodically find some stuff along the way, so that might help a little. And I have to get back here. All right, so we're gonna go back to the bird and see how we fare. And I'm just gonna run that way I can skip. I'm just gonna run there and wish me luck. I don't have two bows, so I probably would switch to Fran once I get there. So yeah, I might actually periodically level up Fran at the very least, because I think I'm gonna need her. Well, I think this is the only flying bad guy. Very annoying that there's a bad guy that I can't hit. Should at least be able to counterattack it or something. As a matter of fact, if I recall correctly, this is the only monster you can't attack. There's also that dragon. Doesn't happen very often. It might happen a couple more times, but it doesn't happen very often. Uh, as a matter of fact, I think there's actually one more dragon later. One flying dragon. There's plenty of dragons in the game, but there's only a couple flying ones. Actually, I think it's more of a drake than a dragon, but you know what I mean. And then once you get late game, there's a bunch of flying monsters, but those are farming monsters, not like challenges. Different thing. Like these guys, for example, they're not really flying. They have wings, but they don't have. They're not really flying. Even that guy, he's like floating. I would say 90% of the things in the game you can fight without using range, which is fair. Because like even the bats, like you can attack the bats. The only thing that happens is you have like a low chance of hitting them. I feel like the bow should have a higher chance of hitting. That's something they messed up a little bit, I think. And I feel like you should be able to like increase the champion's stats or something. Not to mention, you almost have 100% chance of hitting with every single one of your weapons. Actually, that's something they should have thought about. As annoying as it would be, there should be a missed chance, just like in D&D. It definitely would be annoying. It would make you think about your character a little bit, and then you could use the license board. You could use the license board a little bit more. Put it this way: just about every fighter should be able to use that license. Should need that license point board for one reason or another. Even if you're a wizard, you still need the battle one because you still need you would still need marksmen no matter what because you need to be able to cast your spells and aim them. In D&D, all magic automatically hits all the time. I think, except there's like saving throws or whatnot. I don't think there's any really real chance of you missing your spells. There's like and there's no roll to attack. You just attack. I feel like there should be a roll. I mean, it's D&D for crying out loud. I think you just literally cast a spell. You don't have to roll or anything. You just cast it. And then magic missile always hits. That's kind of broken. All right, so I'll either be successful or I won't. Thank you for watching, guys. See, that should be good. Got two range fighters and well here. Boss. Boss is going to be completely useless, but whatever. As a matter of fact, since he's completely useless. I said one person is a. Oh crap! Did I mess up? I said one person is allowed to use it. It didn't say that multiple people can't get it. I think I did mess up. Yeah, I did. Close. Oh well, not that big of a deal. The fact that Voster has telekinesis is way OP, by the way, because it's something I can only do at the end of the game. stuff. Well, Osh wasn't really helping me anyway. Uh, ah, it was still pretty hard, but I was able to do it. Oh, that's right. I can do it before I do this. Okay. I can't remember. I think where is it? Is it here or is it over there? I don't know if I feel like starting Tomb of Wraith well with this very moment. So I think I'm gonna call it a day. Thanks for watching, guys.